Allah or Allah, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Forgive me. He says, hi, everyone, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be part of the Hangout. I'm quite new to SEO and have a question which might sound very basic. My question is, can I use a private home address for local lead gen? I believe we answered this question last week or the week before, but it seems like I remember this question. Yes, of course you can use your private home address for lead gen. Well, I don't recommend doing it for like, fake businesses or pseudo business, or like what I mean by, guys, obviously I set up generic businesses, right? The generic lead gen funnels, landing pages, whatever you want to call them, assets. And, but I don't register all of them to my home address, and I wouldn't recommend that you do that either. Go get a PO box. If you're in the United States, go get a PO box. I know some people say that's not working or isn't going to work anymore. You've got to, I covered this in a Facebook Live post recently, but I'm still able to get them to work. What happens is where the problem occurs is if you try to register multiple businesses, so Google My Business pages underneath the same account using multiple PO boxes. Then I've had that happen to me a couple times in the last few months, where I've in the last 6 months, where I've tried to register 2 different PO boxes within the same Google My Business owner account, so profile essentially. And I've gotten it flagged, and I had to re-verify. And in one case, I just abandoned it altogether and re-registered a new business under another profile because it was no way for me to verify it. So I basically lost that one. But it was not a big deal. It happens, guys. So the workaround so far to this point has been just to register one Google My Business profile per, My Business account per profile, so that you essentially have a different account owner for each one. That's the way that I've been able to get around it. Again, they may crack down on that at some point in the very near future. Maybe so. But until then, I'm going to continue exploiting it. And so that's what I recommend you do. You can also rent virtual mailboxes from other places other than the PO box, but those are the cheapest. And so far they are still working for me. Okay. So again, I do not recommend that you register a bunch of businesses to your home address. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't do it. All right. And the other thing is, you don't want to share the same address for multiple businesses, guys. That's part of the reason I like to use PO boxes, because they're cheap enough where even if I've got 10 businesses in the same, like I've got 10 different lead gen funnels for, like, let's say 10 different industries, right? And it's in the same damn city, I can have 10 different PO boxes, because the deal is, like, the address is going to be the street address of the post office, and then you're going to get a box number. So it's going to be like 123 Main Street, number 101. And then maybe next time you'll get number 208 or whatever. My point is, each one of those are each considered a unique address because of the box number makes it unique. Does that make sense? So, I mean, you could probably do it with your own home address. Like if your home address was, 123 Maple Street, and you did 123 Maple Street, or 123-A and 123-B, 123-C, you could probably get away with that, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it. Again, it's cheap enough to where you can just buy additional boxes, and I like to do that. And people have asked me before, well, do you continue to rent the PO box after you've received the PO box, or the verification card? Yes, I do. I pay for every one of those. I've got PO boxes that I've been paying for years, guys. I renew them every year. It's only happened to me twice in my entire digital marketing career that I've had to re-verify via postcard a business listing. It's only happened twice in 6 or 7 years now. However, when it happens, if it happens, I have the ability to retrieve the postcard because I renew the boxes every year, and it's a nominal fee, guys. In the less populated areas, I can get a PO box for a year for about $60 or $64, something like that. So it's $64 per year, roughly. Okay. For the more populated areas, it costs me like $128 a year. So it's like, it's so inexpensive. It's such a small cost of doing business that I just pay for it. Okay. Okay. Anyways, can I use the very same address for multiple different businesses in the same area city? Note, I live in Denmark. Thank you for your help. Oh, I guess I should have answered that. I don't know about Denmark. I can't speak for anything in any other foreign country, guys. All I can talk about specifically for local is within the US. But I'm quite sure that if I can get away with doing what I'm doing in the US, you could probably get away with it in Denmark. You probably get away with a hell of a lot more in Denmark, I'm sure. In which case you might, you could possibly use one address and then just, put like that unique identifier, like -A, -B, -C. You could probably get away with that in Denmark. Again, I don't know. I don't have any experience in that market, but in the US, it's a little bit stricter typically. And that's why I just use a unique address for each location. Like, in other words, a unique, it gets a unique box number, which makes it unique.